Hello, I'm Alan Ram, and here's what's got me fired up today. Tweet. It's hard to say that you're fired up about but I am. So let me give you a little background. A few days ago, we shared a cartoon on social media that someone else had posted that was a conversation between a manager and their general manager or dealer about how the manager can't get the salesperson to use the phone properly. In response to our post, someone tweeted this. Come on, Alan. You know why most can't? Let's be real. Can some? Yes. Can most? No. And then he tells me to scroll. Yes, let's be real. That's actually my specialty. First off, really? A-L-L-E-N? My name is spelled right next to where you spelled it wrong. What the hell? Okay, so let's be real, shall we? As I was thinking of my response to this blatant declaration of Twitter aggression, my first instinct was to come out swinging and fight. My staff actually has a term for that. They call it Alan Ramming the situation. Unfortunately, my first instinct isn't always best. Once I thought about it, I was actually thrilled that he had written this. I am embracing his opinion because as long as most dealers buy into this type of nonsense, my clients and those that I want to have as clients will continue to kick most of their ass. It's not that most can't, it's that most will not take the steps they would need to in order to get it done. That's reality. People that are successful will do what others won't. That is why most people are not successful. I think that based on this type of mindset permeating the automotive industry, all those motivational posters and sayings and things I see all over Facebook need to be modified. Maybe instead of telling dealership staff, you can do anything you set your mind to, we should change that to, you can do anything you set your mind to except for talking to customers on the telephone in an intelligent manner. That's really hard. We could change, your potential is unlimited today, to your potential is unlimited today except for talking on the phones. You're going to suck at that. Come on, what are we talking about here? It's really hard to train your people to talk on the phone? Really? No, it's not. If you think it's hard, maybe it's time for you to step up your game. This to me looks hard. This to me also looks hard. That, by the way, is the application for Obamacare. How many of you are familiar with this? Let me lay some science on you, which will be ironic to those of you that I went to high school with. That, my friends, is the Mars rover Curiosity. First off, it's about the size of a Ford Edge. It was launched into outer space in November of 2011 and landed perfectly on Mars in August of 2012. It flew approximately 350 million miles in that period of time, give or take. 350 million miles. So let's recap what we have to this point. There are people walking amongst us that are smart enough to figure out how to shoot a Ford Edge in outer space, have it fly for 9 freaking months, and then land it perfectly on Mars. Does that seem complicated to any of you? Does that seem hard? How do you wrap your mind around that? What are we talking about? Talking a guy that called you from 4 miles away that would have to make about a 7-minute trip to come in and drive a new Camaro. Ooh, mind-blowing. So, back to this gentleman's point again. It's not that most dealers can't, but that most dealers won't take the steps necessary to get it done. And I'm okay with that. If you think that you can't get your people to do the right things the right way or aren't interested in getting it done, carry on. I can't help you anyway, and I'm not worried about it even a little bit. A survey by the Center for Disease Control found that only 20.6% of Americans met the total for the recommended amounts of exercise. In other words, 79.4% are not getting enough exercise. So if I'm a gym owner, should I close up shop because most people will not do what they need to do in order to stay healthy? As an alternative, should I start selling diet pills out of the trunk of my car because that's more appealing to a larger segment of the unmotivated, lazy, and unwilling masses? No. I'll let this guy keep doing what he's doing. What he is or isn't doing isn't going to bother me in the least. He's not my target audience. If you don't think it's possible or worthwhile training your people, you can carry on as well. I'm okay with it, and I won't argue with you. Keep listening to people who tell you it's okay to be just as bad as most. I'll just keep turning your weakness into an advantage for those that don't have a flawed mindset. Now, if you're already doing a good job and you just want to get better, or if you know you can, but you just need to have someone help you find the way, now we're talking. You're the people we want to work with. For information on how we can help you train your people better, faster, and smarter, as well as for information on my Management by Fire workshops, which, by the way, have changed the trajectory of many people's careers, call us at 866-996-4665. Let me leave you with this. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. I could care less what most are doing. I'm only concerned with being the best and working with dealers that want to be the best. Thanks for firing me up, Twitter guy, and sorry that took me more than 140 characters to reply. Please just spell my name correctly in the future. Just keeping it real.